We've closed 19 embassies throughout the world, and now we've had emergency closings in Yemen. Now, of course, the U.S. government says that is not an evacuation that's happening of the embassy in Yemen. It's a temporary staff reduction done in a hurry. Absurd, right? All right. And they're like, and we're not telling every American to leave Yemen. We're just saying get on the first plane you can. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks for that clarification. So obviously they think they have something important here, or they're at least trying to pretend that they have some sort of important intelligence here. So let's find out what they do have. Well, according to CNN, U.S. officials intercepted a message from Al-Qaeda leader Ayman Al-Zawahri to operatives in Yemen telling them to, quote, do something. Wow. The message was sent to Nasir al-Wahaisi, the leader of Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, the terror group's Yemeni affiliate. So let's break that down a little bit. First of all, apparently this entire terror alert was because of the words, do something. Okay, look, I would take it seriously because it's the top leader in Al-Qaeda talking to the top leader in Al-Qaeda in Yemen, right? So, but it's not like, oh my God, we've got the very specific intelligence, etc. But look, to be fair, that's why they evacuated 19 embassies or shut them down for a while, because they're not entirely sure where they might do something. Okay, but then you go to point number 2. Wait a minute. You're telling us the most sensitive intelligence information that you have? This is the top 2 leaders, one in the Arabian Peninsula, which is their most dangerous branch, and the other is Al-Qaeda itself. If Snowden or Bradley Manning had revealed this information, they would have already been executed. I mean, oh, how dare you reveal the most classified, the most secret, the most pertinent intelligence that we have. What sources did you burn for revealing this information? I mean, look, you could make an argument, well, if they really thought an attack was imminent, maybe they didn't have a choice. But did they have to be this specific in telling us exactly whose communication they have? However you figured out that you have that communication, my guess is they've now also figured it out. Was the propaganda worth it? Now, when you say propaganda, you got to look to the media. Now, here's just a representative sample, but you turn on any TV station, and this is basically what you're getting. This is ABC talking about the same story.
A senior U.S. official tells ABC News that it was Ayman Al-Zawahri from somewhere in Pakistan who directed the head of Yemen's Al-Qaeda, Nasir al-Wahashi, to carry out a big attack with strategic significance. U.S. intelligence intercepted the communication between the 2 men, which is what prompted the closure of embassies throughout the Mideast, Africa, and South Asia. The initial target is believed to be the U.S. embassy in Yemen, and this is why the State Department has ordered the evacuation of all non-emergency personnel from Yemen because of the threat. Intelligence officials believe trucks have been packed with explosives to carry out the attack in Yemen, and a frantic search is underway. The U.S. has also intercepted communications between Al-Qaeda affiliates and someone in the United States, including communications through the mail, although the content is not known.
In terrorist communications, the simpler, more primitive forms of communication, the more effective they are.
So why are we wiretapping everybody in America if it turns out they're just sending regular old mail? And then did you notice the little thing they had to throw in there? And they might be communicating with someone in the United States. And that has affected our embassies in Africa and the Middle East. How? The implication is, oh no, that's why we have to wiretap the U.S. too. But wait a minute, what does that have to do with our embassies abroad? And you said the main thing that you got was Zawahiri saying do something to the head of AQAP. What does that have to do with the United States? It doesn't have anything to do with the United States. But what we saw there is scary looking Muslims. They've got RPGs. They've got trucks packed with explosives. They're going to do something. Oh my God, let's spy in on them. Okay, so you did spy in on them and you found out that they're communicating. And instead of catching those 2 guys, you let the whole world know. And then you blame Snowden and Bradley Manning? Where's the international manhunt for the guy who leaked this information? This is the height of absurdity. So obviously, since this is so important, they say both Republicans that are also very much in favor of NSA spying, like Saxby Chambliss, Peter King, etc., and Obama administration say this is the most serious thing that they have seen, perhaps post 9/11, and certainly during Obama's watch. Okay, so we go to NBC News's first thoughts from this morning, article that they write and put up on their website. The optics of today alone tell you the level of concern the administration wants to portray on the terror plot. While they are taking it seriously and have indicated behind the scenes that this is as serious of a plot as this president has had to deal with, it's not such a dominant issue in the West Wing that they thought he should upend his trip to Phoenix or not do his interview with Jay Leno. Oh my God, they're coming! That's why we had to send the president to the Tonight Show. The optics on that are a little questionable. Now, do you think if President Obama really thought there was going to be an imminent attack and the reaction that the right wing would have if there was another attack on a consulate or embassy, and the president was on the Tonight Show while it happened and nowhere near, his command center, the White House in charge of the situation, do you really think they would have sent him there? Maybe. Maybe he's as indifferent as Bush was when they told him, in his ranch, hey, bin Laden's going to attack. And he's like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm on my ranch for a month.